Richard invited me to add some personal reflections regarding aspects of the course that we've shared over the last few weeks. And before I go any further, I should say that I am no preacher, and you may be wondering why you're even watching this. I'm certainly a little uncertain about doing it. These sorts of things normally come from someone who's won the right to attract your attention or interest, and I clearly haven't, so you know where the off button is. The course has addressed some core aspects of professional development centered around taking control of outcomes, understanding what outcomes you might want, reflection, what works best, planning and preparation, all of which are valid, useful, and frankly important. And my standout feature amongst us is that with 22,370 odd days on the planet, the number of observations available to me would seem to be at least statistically valid and provide 95% confidence of avoiding a type 1 error. So, by way of addition, here are 9 observations, some of which I've benefited from, some of which I didn't do enough, frankly, but all of which I commend to you. And being a bit OCD-ish, I'm feeling there should be 10 rather than 9, but nevertheless, here goes. In addition to what you may have gleaned from the course material so far, in my view, number 1, find a mentor, someone who you admire and respect. People really want to hire others that they trust, so build trust in others. They're going to seek you out. They will know that they can trust you because of the admiration and respect that you show to them. Now, I've interviewed only a few times in the early years of my career, and since then I was lucky enough to be invited into opportunities, by an overwhelming factor, and mentors have played a massive part in that. In my experience, they hire you, they're your eyes, your ears, they're a referee and often good counsel. Seek out mentors and nurture their confidence in you. Number 2, be a mentor. Mentors are guides. Guides have got followers, and people with followers are leaders, and you might choose to be a leader. I now shamelessly repeat an observation of Tim Minchin in his address to the University of Western Australia students, and that is number 3, be a student. Have hungry eyes, see what others miss, lift lids, peer around corners, challenge opinions, especially your own, be interested and amused. Opinions, Tim Minchin notes, are like arseholes. Everyone has one, but unlike arseholes, they should be subject to regular and close inspection. The more information you've got, the more informed your choices are, and that should result in better outcomes, and if not, then at least they'll be informative lessons. Number 4, take responsibility and don't be a victim. Know that the cavalry are on permanent vacation and they are not going to come to your rescue. You are the only person to which your interests are central. You've got the most interest in their realization, so play to your strengths, and if you can't overcome weaknesses, neutralize them by avoiding situations where they compromise you. Number 5, be a volunteer. When you put your hand up to volunteer, others will generally accept your offer, and the point is that by volunteering, you put yourself in control. You get to determine what you do, how you do it, and maybe what others do too. Hand raisers and risk takers control the world around them. The silent majority are subject to the priorities of volunteers. Number 6, start something. Not finishing something might be a shame. It might even be a good call in some situations, but not starting is so often a missed opportunity. Number 7, don't expect happiness and contentment. It's not a human right, and shit happens. This was another Tim Minchin when he said, contented Homo erectus satisficers were all eaten by predators a long time ago. We are the evolutionary survivors. And, at times we're going to scramble and stumble through life. Bad times are inevitable, so expect them. And when bad stuff comes your way, in the words of a great track from a '94 Eagles album, get over it. Number 8, Know that your life will end, and however long, it will be shorter than you expect. I'm now 61. A year ago, I was 37. Or was it 38? What do the years matter? What I'd say is seek reward for the world in which you live today. Fill your days and learn sooner rather than later, if you can, that the cliche is true in that the journey truly is the destination. Number 9, define yourself by what you believe in, not by opposition to what sucks. Be a pro rather than an anti. Spend time supporting the causes that inspire you. The positivity that you show is much more likely to influence others, and you'll be engaged with the stuff that you care about. To conclude, planning, practice, and the use of tools and techniques that we've looked at on this course are truly helpful. They can help reduce stress in an uncertain world, free individuals to perform better, but not through getting the template out to read it in situ, but by having been through a process which prepares you to respond confidently and intelligently to a moving scene. Not something to pursue in isolation, your professional development will be greater, more rewarding, and much more fun if it's congruent with your personal values and passions. Some people characterize this as authenticity, and guess what? People can see it, they can smell it, and they want a piece of it. People are going to hire you for it, they'll promote you for it, and they'll want to be close to you in case some of it rubs off on them. My final comment is that a bit of good luck can't hurt. So in the words of an Irishman friend of mine, may the road rise up to meet you. I've continued to learn on this course and wider program, and I thank you all for your part in my experience.